everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is another episode in my gemstones and crystal videos that I've been doing, and I hope you've watched the first two where I've introduced you to crystals, and the second one was about crystal structure. So today I thought I'd talk about vibration, and this is a very, very important aspect of a crystal. It's one of the innate abilities of a crystal, so it's something that cannot be separated from the crystal itself and forms part of the basic structure of the crystal. Now, vibration is something we've been using consciously or unconsciously. It's something that attracts us to crystals, and we've been using it since we've discovered crystals. We used it for medical purposes. Even being attracted to the beauty of the crystal is actually maybe using that vibrational energy of that crystal. Maybe that's what attracts us rather than the actual beauty of the crystal. So I thought I'd just go in, do a quick video about what vibration is. And I did speak about, in the previous video, how the universe takes energy and it packages it up into little atoms, and I've got a little diagram there of an atom. It concentrates that energy into a little atom, and it uses these atoms to build structures within the universe. So this is how you get all your solid stuff in the universe. Now, what is a vibration? And a vibration is actually a movement. It's a periodic movement of a particle. So the atom is the particle, and this particle is not stationary. It's very, very high energy, and it doesn't stay still. So even though things look as though they're not moving around you, if you look at anything solid, it might seem like it's completely inanimate. It's not moving at all. If you go down to the microscopic level, every particle within that structure is moving slightly, and that is what is called a vibration. It's actually vibrating. Now, when we have vibrations or movement of a particle, we cause a disturbance in the space that it is in. And this disturbance is called a wave. So you're going to have back and forth movement, and then it's going to produce waves that are going to radiate from it. And this is how vibrations produce waves. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about, when we talk about vibrations, we're not actually talking about the actual vibration of the crystal, the actual vibration of the particles. We are talking about the waveforms that are being produced by those vibrations, and these are the things that we are actually interacting with. Now, you and I are all made up of atoms, and all these atoms within us are also vibrating. So we are also emitting vibrations or emitting waves all the time. Around us there are many kinds of waves, so we are bombarded by it. We don't see it, they're not visible to the naked eye, except for light. The other waves are really not visible, and we've got sound waves coming in and we can hear those, but other than that, we really are not interacting much with the vast spectrum of waves that are available to us. And there are waves like radio waves and X-rays and ultraviolet light and infrared light. There's lots of waves around us that we are not even aware of, but they are there, and they are constantly interacting with the atoms in our bodies and changing things within our bodies as well. So there are cosmic rays coming in as well that affect us that we are not even aware of. But waves, because we are also waveforms in a sense, we are interacting unconsciously with a whole bunch of waves that are coming in and bombarding us. So that's the thing about waves and vibrations. Now, the interesting thing about the crystal structure is that even though these atoms are all bound up, you can see they're all bonded together, they are still moving within that crystal structure. So they are still emitting waves. You can see that even though they are very, very stationary, they are moving slightly, and they are producing waves. And I've got a little doll diagram over model, if you like. So you can see that all the atoms, if you imagine that each little doll here is an atom, they're all chained up to each other there, and so they can't really move out of space, but they can all sing. So they can all produce vibrations, they can all produce waves, they all have the ability to sing, and they get together and they sing one song. So they're all singing the same tune. So if you look at a crystal, or if you think about it, each crystal has got its own unique vibration. So you've got a crystal, it's got its own unique vibration, its own song. So every crystal and every gemstone that you touch has got its own unique dedicated song that it is singing. And that song we can hear on an atomic level, rather. We can hear that we can feel that vibration on an atomic level. So our atoms do respond to those vibrations of those crystals. They are affecting us even though we are not aware of it. Now, the interesting thing about a crystal is that although it emits its own unique vibration, a crystal can also absorb vibrations itself. So you've got waves coming into the crystal. They will interact with the atoms within the structure of the crystal, and what will happen is they will change the vibration that comes in and or modify that vibration to produce a different kind of vibration. So when you think about it, if you, an example of it is if you have a crystal or prism. That's what I wanted to say. If you have a prism and you shine a white light into it, the light goes in, it interacts within that prism or within that crystal prism, and it is separated into its various colors. You get the rainbow of colors coming out. And that's because the crystal has altered the wave or the vibration that has come in. Similarly, if you have any kind of vibration, if you are emitting a vibration and you hold a crystal or touch a crystal, your vibration goes into that crystal. It's altered by the crystal, and the crystal now emits a vibration that's unique. Now, crystals have got their own vibrations, so they have their own song, but when they interact with other vibrations or external vibrations, they change their tune, they change their songs. It's almost as though you have these women or these people within this chain singing their song, but somebody plays a different tune or a different piece of music. They hear the music, they listen to whatever the new song is, and they change the way they sing according to the way the new song, that they've heard. So crystals are actually interacting with you all the time. They're listening to your vibration, and they're changing their songs according to your vibration. Now, if the crystal itself is a high vibrating crystal, so if its natural vibration is very, very high, it can take a very low vibration. So if the crystal's vibration is very high, it can take a very, very low vibration and can turn it into a high vibration. And similarly, if it's got if the crystal's vibration itself is low, it can take a very, very high vibration and can bring it down to a very, very low vibration. Now, we use this quality very, very often when we're using crystals. We can raise our vibrations, so make it higher by using high vibrating crystals, and we can take our vibration and make it lower by using low vibrational or grounding crystals. So grounding crystals actually bring down that vibration. They make it much more uniform. The crystal itself can take chaotic vibrations and it can smooth it out, and it can make it into something that is much more uniform. So this is why when you have energies that are very chaotic or disruptive, such as negative, what we call negative energies, these are disruptive, erratic energies, the crystal can actually take those energies and smooth them down and make it into something that is much more usable, something that can help us relax. So that is how we can use this energy to take, we can change chaotic energies into something that is better for us. And this is the way in which we use crystals to heal. We take the chaotic energies of illness or depression, or mental problems, and we use the crystals to actually alter that energy so that we can smooth it out and we can have a healthier life, because we have smoother energies now being emitted by that particular crystal. So this is how crystals are very, very, very important, and how their vibrational energies are very, very important in changing the way we are using the crystal. So I hope that this has made some sort of sense to you, and I hope that you understand that this is a very, very powerful use of energies and vibrations, and using crystals to change that will alter the energy fields around us. So when you talk about resonating with the crystal, or the crystal resonating with you, you're actually talking about you and the crystal becoming synchronous with each other. So the crystal is altering your erratic energy, it's smoothing it out, it's making it more usable, it's making it making it much more user-friendly, rather, so that you have a smoother time, you understand things better, you feel better. By changing your vibration, you feel better. A lot of people use this concept of raising vibrations, using higher vibrational crystals to raise their vibration so that they can get better psychic intuition. Because when you start accessing the higher realms, these higher realms or higher dimensions vibrate at higher frequencies, so they vibrate faster. And by using the crystal to raise your vibration, you're actually trying to synchronize yourself with the higher vibrations so that these messages come through. This is basically how I use my crystals. I do tend to use quite a few of them, and there are various types of them that I will discuss, how you can actually bring them into your meditation, and how you can use them to change your vibrational status. It can change your mood. Sometimes when the vibration is very, very low, if you're using a very, very grounding crystal, you can end up being depressed. And if you're somebody who has got a where you're very, very high energy, where you feel almost manic, and if you're using a very, very high vibrational crystal, it might not be a very, very good idea, because it can actually cause you to have sleepless nights. It can make you very, very agitated. So it is very, very important when you're using a crystal to understand what that vibration is of that crystal before you start employing it. It's not really recommended that you just take any high vibrational crystal energy and use it. It can actually even make you feel a bit spaced out, make you feel very disconnected if you're using a very, very high vibrational crystal. And if you're using it very, very suddenly, these vibrational energies can have a really big impact on you. So it's important that you select a crystal according to its vibration, and then use it, rather than just saying, oh, this is a high vibrational crystal energy, it's going to be good for me and I ought to employ it immediately. Sometimes even a low vibrational energy can be a bad thing. If you use a grounding crystal and you're already feeling really low, a really strong grounding crystal can make you feel even more depressed. So it's really important for you to get an idea about what you want to use that crystal for, and have a feel for what its vibrational energy is before you start using it. So I hope that you have found this video very, very informative, and it's given you some kind of insight into why vibration is important within the crystal. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if you found this video interesting. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.